Hello and welcome to our webinar of the Erasmus Plus Project Connect. My name is Melanie. I am a member of the Austrian project team. The Austrian partner in Connect is the University for Continuing Education, Krems. It's my pleasure to guide you through this presentation. At the end of our tour, you will understand which changes in the world of work have effects on the human resource management and on the enterprise-based career work. There are four megatrends implying great challenges for enterprises: technological change, shifting of demographic patterns, globalization, and climate change. Each of these challenges requires a package of measures from the human resource management. The knowledge component is increasing in all work tasks. Enterprises have to become learning organizations. The aging of the society requires people staying longer in jobs and working in multi-generation teams. Enterprises have to manage worldwide activities. The migration of the workforce is increasing. Working in intercultural teams becomes the rule. The climate change demands the turn to a so-called green economy. Enterprises have to take responsibility by protecting the environment and using the resources economically. They should also take social responsibility by giving chances to vulnerable people and be effective for their region. Now let's draw the following conclusions. The challenges for the enterprises and the human resource management deriving from the megatrends in the world of work may be summarized as follows. Turning to a learning organization, commitment to corporate social responsibility, and benefiting from networking and cooperation. Turning to a learning organization. Turning to a learning organization is the first challenge for HR managers in enterprises. The term has been introduced in 1990 by Peter Senge in his publication, The Fifth Discipline. It is still of high influence for measures of personal development. This book has been a strong stimulus for rethinking human resource management. Its aim is the development of innovative approaches which increase the learning ability of individuals, teams, and organizations. Peter Senge divides the whole management task into 5 disciplines. He distinguishes 4 core disciplines and 1 overarching discipline, systems thinking. We shall first draw our attention to each of the core disciplines. All citations on the following slides are taken from Peter Senge's book. As the first core discipline, Senge mentions personal mastery. The learning of the individual is the precondition for the learning organization. Individual learning may happen autonomously by working with an online course or a book, guided by a trainer, attending an external course or workshop, or visiting a fair and collecting information by an exhibitor or in a different way. It will become fruitful for the organization if the individual shares the gained knowledge with the peers. As second core discipline, Peter Senge mentions the mental models. They may hinder innovative solutions. This is due to assumptions which people have based on prejudices and negative experience. Bad mental models have to be unlearned. It is important that employees may develop self-confidence and experience their self-efficacy. This may happen in workshops directed to personality development or by participating successfully in project work. As the third core discipline, Peter Senge stresses shared vision. Shared visions, he underlines, are a power which gives energy and makes people overperforming. Without shared visions, there are no learning organizations. Shared visions may be created by communicating inspiring strategic goals for the enterprise to be reached in future. Strengthening the team spirit is an important task for the HR management. Peter Senge mentions team learning as the fourth core discipline. He understands it as a precondition for organizational learning. Teams may create innovative ideas, discuss solutions, organize peer learning. Peter Sanger describes systems thinking as the overarching discipline. Systems thinking is a way of coping with complexity by looking at confusing circumstances more in wholes and relationships rather than by splitting them down into its parts. Holistic thinking by all its members is the goal of a learning organization. We conclude our considerations to the learning organization with some snapshots taken from videos that have been produced by Austrian enterprises. They give an impression of their activities implementing the learning organization in their enterprise. In the videos, the special focus is on young employees like apprentices. eWorks offers apprentices a hands-on learning experience. The project team at eWorks involves several departments: sales, project management, technology. In the example, there was a customer request for a server renewal, analysis of current state on site, proposal preparation, order confirmation, kick-off meeting with all involved parties. The apprentices learn by hands-on learning experience. Digital natives and digital immigrants. An example for intergeneration team learning. During the project work of the fourth year, the apprentices noticed that they, as the younger generation, are already quite familiar with digital and social media. To enhance this knowledge, they created a workshop and quiz which is publicly available so everyone can play and learn online. Commitment to corporate social responsibility. The commitment to corporate social responsibility is an expectation in our economically aware and socially minded society. Enterprises play an important role in a municipality or region for employment, career aspects for young people, environment protection, and many other aspects of well-being. In 2001, the European Commission of the European Communities has published a so-called Green Paper. This stresses the integration of social and environmental concerns in the business operations of enterprises. What are, besides the ethical motives, the reasons why enterprises engage in corporate social responsibility? There are also some instrumental motives related to the positive impact which enterprises expect. The first is to attract talents, increase the employee engagement, motivation and satisfaction, reduce quitting, all of which would ultimately contribute to effective job performance and productivity. The second expectation is to enhance trust of consumers and investors in products and brands. This allows for creating a favorable reputation. The third expectation is to reduce costs, for instance by recycling, energy savings, reduction in waste and material used. Another expectation is the achievement of an effective management of environmental and social risks, and altogether raising the company's competitiveness. Again, we conclude with some real-life snapshots demonstrating social responsibility by companies and their employees. In the apprentice project Mosaic of Talents, apprentices and disabled clients meet and get to know each other. The clients show how they work on wood and pottery. In reverse, the apprentices invite the clients over to their workplace and make sure that the visit becomes a barrier-free experience for everyone. Apprentices provide a meal for those who are homeless. After a workshop about the topic homelessness, the apprentices went shopping for ingredients and cooked meals for the homeless. A 3-course meal on 3 project days was served. Even games like table tennis, table football tournament, and games of chess were organized. Good memories were made for all participants. Benefiting from networking and cooperation. To implement the learning organization and operate socially responsible, the human resource management in enterprises must be able to rely on a network of external peers, counselors, consultants, and cooperation partners. The technology change has facilitated communication and cooperation. The innovative development known as Industry 4.0 refers to the intelligent networking of machines and processes for industry with the help of information and communication technology. Networking may also be an enormous benefit in human resource management. When does networking create benefits for company-based career work? The international team of the Erasmus Plus Project Connect has made a survey among responsible persons for human resource management in enterprises, short HRM, and experts for career guidance and counseling, short CGC. There was accordance from both sides that cooperation is especially important for the integration of new employees, for the development of professional knowledge and skills, for the development of personal skills and social competencies, and for management of change. Both persons in charge of human resource management as well as persons in charge of career guidance and counseling are encouraged to develop their relevant networks. These may comprise in the process of finding new employees, like schools, universities, public employment service, institutions for career guidance and counseling, and capability test providers and social services. In the process of skills and competence development, adult education institutes, independent training providers, they should be networking partners. In the change management process, a cooperation with specialized consultants will be a great support. We have come to the end of the webinar. As before, we want to conclude the considerations to networking and cooperation by some snapshots taken from videos which have been produced by Austrian enterprises. Building a digital learning factory in miniature format was the goal of the project at Voestalpine Böhler Edelstahl in cooperation with the University of Applied Sciences, FH Technicum Vienna. The apprentices learned how important teamwork is, learned with and helped each other, and established a learning factory producing a fidget spinner. In cooperation with the school, apprentices explain to pupils the interesting areas of their sales profession and thus provide peer career counseling. The apprentices were supposed to participate with the parents' evening, showing the apprenticeships to the parents. However, they came up with a much cooler idea. It's much more important and more useful to introduce students to apprenticeships. This is what they did, supported by their coaches, and they booked out every single spot, making the event a huge success. Finishing up with the presentation, I want to provide you with a couple of tasks on the following slide that you may use to reflect these questions for yourself. In the name of the project team, I want to thank you for your time. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you soon. Take care.